It's Dr. Keith Abloh with another Pain to Power video. I'm going to borrow Mike Tyson for this one. And I'm going to have you picture in your mind, and this is a way to defeat negative patterns, okay? Habits that you have. Let's say it's drinking or smoking or getting into one bad relationship where you can kind of feel it before it even begins again and again. You do the same thing again and again. I want you to picture a boxing ring. In the ring is Mike Tyson, okay? Mike Tyson, who could knock anybody out in about 7 seconds. And you got to think to yourself, if I'm getting in that ring more than once is a lot, but if I'm getting in that ring more than once, maybe I'm going back to alcohol again and again. Maybe I'm going back to a really destructive relationship again and again. Maybe I'm gambling again and again. If you're getting into the ring when you know what's going to happen, you're going to get knocked out, then you got to start thinking in the pain to power manner, which is there is nothing in life that is inexplicable. Nothing. Everything makes sense. If you look at things as a narrative, there are no surprises. There are no unsolvable mysteries about our existences. There has to be a reason. If you're getting into a ring and getting knocked out again and again, whether it's by drinking or gambling or risking your health in other ways or getting into bad relationships, whatever it might be, there's a reason you think you're worthy of being knocked out, or there's a reason you think that you won't be knocked out because maybe you think you're Superman or Wonder Woman. The agenda is to figure out the narrative. Why is it? Because there's a reason. There are no mysteries that are unsolvable about our lives. Every single person makes sense. There's a reason that we do the things that undermine us in life. It can be deciphered. And that's your job as a human being, is to solve the riddle of why is it that you would think that you belong on the canvas? Or why is it that you would think you're not going down to the canvas? Because you are, because it's Mike Tyson. Take a look. That's the kind of life story reasoning, right, of detective work that I love to do with folks, because then you can get down to brass tacks, if you will, and say, okay, you know what? You had pages of your life story that you weren't willing to look at. Maybe you felt weak as a young person for these reasons, and you're just not willing to feel that ever. So you keep climbing in that ring and getting knocked out because you're like, I'll never get knocked out. Well, wouldn't that be a valuable insight? Because then you could avoid unreasonable risks. Wouldn't be easy, but you could. These are the kinds of things that change your life, that take you from pain. They use the pain in your existence, and they transmute it like alchemy from iron to gold, from pain to power. And it's worth doing it because your story, your life story, the narrative of who you are and who you're going to become matters. Your story matters. Never, ever forget it. And if you want to work on it together, as I always say, I'm easy to find. I couldn't be happier to lend some support, some expertise, some insight so that you can go forward in a much more powerful way.